Is this one of the best looking documentaries on 4K? Let's find out. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Movie Vault. My name is Rob. Let's talk about movies. Back with another 4K review, guys. Todd Douglas Miller's Apollo 11. Awesome space documentary here. Let's just jump right into this, guys. Audio quality, that's what you want to know about. Let's talk about it. DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 and 2.0 surround mixes on this one. Surround and stereo mixes, I should say. You're probably saying to yourself, what does the audio sound like on a documentary? Because most of the time, let's face it, it's talking heads and that kind of thing. Apollo 11 is a little bit different. It's constructed from 11,000 hours of uncatalogued NASA audio recordings, radio communication between the Space Center and the Apollo 11 shuttle as well. There is newscast audio. There's also a fantastic electronic score by Matt Morton on this one, which is really interesting. Stand out in terms of the audio for me on rewatching here for this review was the subwoofer on the Apollo 11 launch, obviously at the start of the movie. Fantastic stuff there, guys. Massive thumbs up from me on the audio on this one. Let's talk about the picture quality here. 4K documentaries, sometimes, you know, do they work, do they not? This is obviously, there's a 4K digital intermediate here, guys, which I will say does look fantastic. The footage is original 65mm footage, which is more commonly known as 70mm footage. There's 35mm footage, 16mm footage, and closed circuit TV video quality footage in there as well. The grain is present. It's more obvious, I should say, on some of the 16mm footage than compared to the 35 or the 65-70mm footage in here. Certain shots look fantastic. I know there was a bit of controversy in terms of the 4K versus the Blu Ray and different color grades and all this kind of thing here, guys. So as always, I'm going to compare a couple of scenes here from the 4K with the included Blu Ray as well. I had a little bit of trouble exactly matching up the time code with the 4K and the Blu Ray. There's different times on them for some reason between the two discs, so I went as best I could, or as close as I could, with the two scenes here, guys. But the first scene up here is looking up at the rocket pre-launch here. 4K looks brighter than the Blu-ray, and a quick comparison here, the 4K looks fantastic though. Blu-ray is not to be laughed at either. This was an interesting scene to compare here, guys. This is the photography on the surface of the moon. Blu-ray and the 4K are pretty much identical here with this black and white photography. Looks fantastic. The last two scenes here I chose for the comparison, guys, on Apollo 11. There is, the first one up here is Mission Control. We're going to see the 4K here and compare that to the Blu-ray. And then at the end of the movie, the Apollo 11 crew have landed. Here's the 4K, comparing it to the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray, in my opinion, has some more natural looking skin tones as compared to the 4K. That could be the color grade that people had an issue with on the 4K disc. Now, in saying that, if I was to just look at the 4K disc, which I did here for this review, it looks fantastic. You would never think otherwise until you compare the 4K and the Blu-ray. That's the purpose of these video, guys, to inform you which looks better, which one you may want to buy if you're looking to pick up Apollo 11. I think the 4K looks fantastic. When you compare it to the Blu-ray looks a little bit better at times, but overall you get both of them in the one here, so either way you're winning both ways with Apollo 11. Just a couple of thoughts on Apollo 11 as a documentary here, guys. Fascinating documentary. You guys know from watching the channel, if you are familiar here, I like space and NASA and all that sort of stuff. Interesting approach to constructing the documentary. As I said, no interviews, no talking heads, no recreations, all archival and unreleased footage from the NASA vaults in Apollo 11 here. Really cool. Fantastic score as well, guys. I already mentioned Matt Morton done the score here, and interestingly enough, he only used instruments that were actually available in 1969, the year of the moon landing. So that's pretty cool as well when you think about that. Visually stunning, fantastic stuff, mind blown. Some of the moon surface shots and where they got these cameras, 65-70mm footage. Awesome stuff, guys. The stills photos on the moon surface, fantastic, as we saw there in the comparison. Great stuff. Documentary itself runs 93 minutes long. Discovering the 65mm footage, a little bonus feature, 1 minute and a half. There's a 14-minute cue walkthrough with Matt Morton. He breaks down one of the audio cues, the score cues in the documentary, and there's a trailer for 1 minute 48. But overall, highly recommend Apollo 11 if you're into documentaries and you want to see some cool NASA space footage as well. Unseen, unreleased stuff. Apollo 11 is the one for you guys. Jump in the comments down below, let me know what you think of Apollo 11. 7. Do you have it, or would you add it to your collection? Don't forget to check out my Patreon, YouTube membership accounts. €1 per month, guys, gets you access to that. Links in the description. These names on screen get to see 9+ hours of bonus content right now over on those platforms. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell to get notified every time I post a new video. Stay safe, guys, and I will talk to you on the next one.